After scouring the internet for passive income streams, I decided to take it up a notch with some more high reward methods, but still with little risk and cost. And in this day and age, there is no shortage of opportunities to create streams of income with minor startup costs. So one of the most popular ways to create an e-commerce business is through Amazon and their fulfillment service, mostly due to the simplicity of it. And what's most appealing to me is that it's location independent and you can operate it from almost anywhere in the world if you have access to a computer with a decent internet connection. And I've talked before about truly diversifying your investments in order to avoid getting fucked over if the market crashes and you have all your investments as paper assets, right? Paper assets are great to invest in, but should not be the only asset class to generate an income for you, but should rather be one out of at least four. The three other, if you follow Robert Kiyosaki's advice, are commodities, real estate, and owning a business. And the beautiful thing with being alive in this age is that it's never been more accessible to become an investor in all these asset classes, even if you don't have a lot of money. And right now, the biggest opportunity to build a legitimate long-term passive income business is through FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon. And the Amazon brand is on track to become the world's first $1 trillion brand, and they were responsible for a staggering 44% of all e-commerce sales last year. Just think about that for a second. Almost half of the products purchased online last year in the US were bought on Amazon.com. And what most people don't know is that Amazon don't sell their own products. In fact, they sell your products for you and just take a small fee in return. And basically this means Amazon are pretty much inviting you to open a store in their mall that gets over 180 million shoppers every single month. So this is not a way of making a quick buck the next 30 days, but an opportunity to build a business for the long term that can generate a 6 to 7 figure income if you follow the right steps. And I'm gonna give you those exact steps in this video. So what Amazon has created is simply put convenience for anyone who wants to sell basically anything. And if you're going to sell a product, you won't have to pack it, send it, or even handle customer complaints and potential returns. This will all be managed by Amazon and their fulfillment service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you're able to take advantage of this service from almost anywhere in the world, as it is location independent, which means I can chill in Sweden and write to my supplier in China, or for that matter have my virtual assistant write to them and tell them to send my products to an Amazon warehouse in the US. And most of the suppliers will be able to provide private labeling, and you can put your own brand on there without any hassle for you. So before choosing what product you want to start selling, you need to know your market, or more specifically, you need to know how big of a demand there is and how much competition there is. And a common misconception here is that you need to have a unique product that no one else is selling in order to succeed. This might work one time out of 100, but in reality it's pretty much the opposite. You want to focus on selling something that has already been proven to sell well in a market that is not too saturated. And there are tools you can use which will help you find that perfect product, and one of the best tools I've found is Jungle Scout. It's an extension to your browser and you're able to use it on the Amazon site. And it will compile all the stats so you can actually see the sales, revenue, rating, amount of reviews, and this information is golden when deciding what product to launch. And another tool is Unicorn Smasher, which is completely free at the moment, so I suggest you install that one to play around with, but it's not as comprehensive as the Jungle Scout tool. And the element of risk will be cut dramatically, and instead of hoping that your products will sell a lot, you can use these tools to make sure it's a good market to sell in. And the uncertainty and fear of losing the money you are to invest in getting the products will go away, and instead you're able to know what's certain to make you a lot of money and what's not. So let's say you want to start selling wine glasses. Just Google wine glass manufacturer, and one of the sites that will constantly pop up on the first page is this one, Alibaba. This is the biggest and most trusted site that can manufacture and private label your products, and it's also the one I use. And the cost of products will most of the time be significantly lower compared to manufacturers close to you, and you will be surprised of how good the quality is. And you want to make sure that the supplier is trustworthy and have this gold medal. They are a gold supplier, which means Alibaba trusts them, and they have been on the site for a long time with successful transactions. And the second thing is this crown here, which is trade assurance, and it means that if the supplier for some reason don't produce the products you have purchased, Alibaba will make that up to you and pay the full price of the product back to you. So release that entrepreneur inside you and reach out to a few of the suppliers that has the product you want to sell and ask them to send a sample to you so you can get a feel for the product yourself. And you can even ask them to put your logo on it, but they might charge you extra for that. However, in order to really increase your sales and stand out from the crowd, you want to differentiate your product from the rest in some way. You want to grab the attention of potential buyers when they scroll through the Amazon website. So let's take a quick look at wine glasses on Amazon. And there are loads of nice glasses, but it would be hard to compete with the regular looking ones. And this is an odd one, I'm not sure what that is. And this one stands out from the rest, right? A steel glass. So let's use the Jungle Scout tool and see how it's doing. And it looks like they are killing it, making over 10 grand a month in revenue with great reviews. So let's head on over to Alibaba and we're going to search for this steel wine glass. And it's this actual one that pops up on the very top. And you can get this set of wine glasses for between $1.8 to $2.2 depending on the quantity of your order. And they are trade assured and gold supplier, which is great. And they are selling a set of 2 for $18.95 on Amazon, which means the margins are phenomenal. But what is going to make you a whole lot of money is not only selling one product, but having a brand, a line of products that are all related to one another. So to expand this wine glass brand, you could see if there are any similar products to sell. And this is great because Amazon shows you what other people have bought along with this steel wine glass, and it is this beauty, a steel martini glass. So there's your first idea on a second product for your brand. And have your own logo and name that people will recognize so that you can instantly build brand recognition. And it's super simple to use Fiverr for this, and you will save a lot of money. So just look for graphics and design and then choose logo design. And choose what kind of logo you want along with your price range and delivery time. And if you see anything you like, go ahead and click it and make an order, and you can tell them exactly what you want your logo to look like. And in a few hours, you could have a high quality logo to put on your products. And if you don't like it, you can ask for a refund, no questions asked. And along with your new high quality logo, you should also invest in getting high quality pictures of your products, as this is of huge importance when people decide if they want to buy from you or not. And the good thing is that it's a one-time cost and you can find great deals on that as well. And you do need to spend some money to buy and ship the inventory and get everything rolling, but once the sales starts to roll in, the income will exceed those costs and you can now reinvest money back to your business as well as taking out for yourself. And I suggest you get a virtual assistant that can do most of the time-consuming but important tasks, such as ordering new products to make sure you never run out of stock, as that can be brutal in terms of rankings on Amazon. And this will free up your time to focus on other aspects of your business or take an extra walk on the beach. And there are many sites where you can find virtual assistants, and I recommend Upwork. It's one of the best and most trusted sites when it comes to hiring competent people online. So head on over to browse and find the virtual assistants, and these ones are the highest rated ones and already has a good reputation and high success rate. Let's have a look at Sheeny here. She looks like she would be a good fit. She's a product lister expert. She can handle emails, create your logo, as well as handle a Shopify store and Amazon fulfillment center, and she could definitely be worth contacting. But instead of chasing them to work for you, you can post a job and tell them about your project, and you'll get contacted from the people who are interested. And a quick tip when creating the job description is that you want to finish it or possibly include somewhere in the middle that you will not consider applicants that doesn't start off their first line of response with attention to details and fluent in English or something like that. And this will let you know who actually took their time to read the description and is a serious candidate, and who did not, so you can eliminate bad ones from the start. So this should give you a pretty good idea on what tools you need to find a good market, how to look for suppliers and create a product with private labeling, differentiate it from the rest, and eventually create a brand from your products. And you want to take all the guesswork out of it and be confident you'll make a lot of money in the long term. The goal should be to set everything up to a system that will generate sales and money with little upkeep from your part. And you can instead focus on expanding your line of products, creating new brands, or practice your diving skills in Thailand. And there is so much information about this to cover, and it's impossible for me to include it all in a YouTube video. But you can Google or try to find other YouTube videos that might explain this further in detail. but it's difficult to get a lot of reliable information from different sources. So what I did before I got involved in FBA was to enroll in courses just to be confident in minimizing mistakes and really eliminate the factor of risk as much as possible. So if you're serious about starting a business and creating a legitimate passive income stream that pays you money every 2 weeks, I really recommend you to enroll in at least one course before starting. And when I enrolled, I saw it as an investment that would save me money in the future and instead pay me back many times. And the best course I came across was this one, called FBA Freedom Formula. And there are loads of courses out there that are okay, but this one covers everything you need to know, from validating your product idea, finding trusted suppliers and how to communicate with them, how to increase in rankings using SEO, having an explosive launch, as well as the often overlooked aspects such as sales tax and how to cut your income tax and so on. And the things I talked about in this little video are all taught in this course, along with much more. And it's a big course of almost 12 hours of material and could be life-changing if you take action and follow the advice. And I would advise you to do it sooner rather than later, because it is getting more crowded. But you will without a doubt stand out from the rest and outsmart the competition with the marketing strategies and methods to launch that are taught in this course, and it's definitely not too late to get into it. And I actually reached out to the creators of this course, Evan and Benji, who's just piled in and crushed it on Amazon, and they've made over $150,000 in just a month and now each own 7-figure businesses. And I told them that I wanted to share this on my channel, and believe me, there are some courses out there priced $1,200 to $2,000 that doesn't contain this amount of valuable information. And this course was $597 when I got it. I mean, the marketing and launch strategies alone are worth more than that. And I wanted you guys to take advantage of this opportunity. And if you're interested in starting your business, I managed to work out a deal with them so that you can learn the exact same strategies that built them $1 million businesses for only $397. And the first 15 students that enrolls through my link will get a bonus one-on-one private coaching session with Benji for 15 minutes to make sure you're on the right track. Just to put that into perspective, their coaching program costs almost $6,000, so this is an incredible opportunity to get a head start to build your passive income business. So I will leave a link in the description below for that, and they also have a YouTube channel with a lot of great advice that you can check out. So that is it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Slap a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.